Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams, and I can't believe how long it's been since I've said that. So I hope everyone's doing all right. The snow is coming down right now. Even as we speak, the snow is coming down. We haven't done one of these in a while, and so I thought, it's a good time to just step on out. I know Don Hyde has been live so much lately, and I'm trying to keep up with him and everything that's going on. He has a lot, actually a lot that's happening. So he's a lot of fun to keep up with. So if you're following him and keeping up with all his heater adventures and everything else that's going on, he's a fun one to watch. I think I would just as soon watch him get out and drive around everywhere, so I don't have to. But it's been a while, and I hope that things are going well for you. So I'm going to check to make sure that I think I'm actually live and going well. See an eyeball or two step up there. So hey, and there's some folks in the comment section tonight too. So thank you. I guess not only I'm assuming, can you hear me too then? So I hope you can hear me well. I'll wait for that. Ronnie, here's a shout out. God bless you, man. Good to see you tonight. And Kristen, I'm glad to be back. And we need to come back. And I'll tell you a little bit about the plans. Not in too great detail, but the plans for 2021. So if you're interested in that, we do have plans for 2021 for BCP Live, and so I'm excited to get to be back here. Backdrop looks a little bit different. I'll tell you a little bit about that. And thank you, Ronnie, for the thumbs up there. Susan, very good to get to see your name come up there as well. Robert and Jamie, I want to give a shout out to you guys tonight a little bit later on because of who you all are and what you all do. Melinda, I'm glad you can hear. Man, that's great. It's just nice to get to see your names again tonight. So I'll give you just a little bit of a touch on what's going on. But I want to play something for you first because I haven't had a chance really to talk about news. And it says in the description of what BCP Live is that it is a news and commentary. And so there's some news that's come out recently, and we haven't had a chance to talk about that. So I hope you can see this, and I'm going to play it. I think you can hear it as well, but it's just a little bit here. I hope you can hear that. It is the Durant Pro Rodeo, and it is coming up. That's right. In June. See that? And it's not just it's a PRCA thing. That is so cool. I am so excited about that. We are definitely going to be promoting this in the upcoming months here on Bryan County. It's a great video too. We're going to have West Huggins on here with us very, very soon also, who is the going to be the announcer for the rodeo when it comes back to Durant. Look at that. PRCA. Right here in Durant. Durant Riding Club Rodeo. How cool is that? That is so neat. We definitely wanted to promote that. And so I want to push that as much as absolutely possible. I mean, we have some big things going on. We have a lot of big things going on. So we definitely wanted to push that as much as possible. So shout out to the Durant Riding Club, to Susan Edlin, and to all of the folks who have been a part of putting on this rodeo and getting a big deal. So again, not a long night tonight. We'll try not to go too long. Thanks for all the folks that are stopping by and watching on a snowy night. And I hope that everyone is not only warm, but I guess as warm as you can be on a night like tonight. The last two nights where I'm sitting right now, we're going to call this Studio B or Studio 2. This is not the main studio, but this is a place where there's actually a little bit of heat. There's a heater next to me, and the alarm dog is actually sitting next to me right now, next to the heater, because she's like 10 years old. She's a little bit older, so she's staying in here. So if anything goes wrong and the miniature schnauzer goes completely smooth off, you'll know exactly what happened. She's definitely an alarm dog, but she's staying in here with me by the heater. But there is heat sporadically through the house, and so I'm in a place now where there's actually it's not in the single digits. So a little bit sparse behind me. That's okay. We looked at that blue cloth for how many months, and I'm all right having that behind me. Okay, Don Hyde. Have you kept up with Don Hyde? He's been keeping up with a lot of people. So definitely a shout out to Don because he's been taking care of people and getting people heat. Also, we had an article today on the Bryan County paper about a shelter in town, and I do want to give a shout out to the folks who have been putting that on. I know it was a Victory Life thing. Of course, Serena Backus was a big part of that, and Scott Harper and the folks at Brown's Funeral Home. That's where the shelter is. It is an open-ended thing as well. And they're not just shutting down. I mean, they were going on through tonight too, but I know with the weather coming up, it's happening right now all around us. There's still cold weather going on. And so there are cots that have been available. They have not reached max capacity out there yet. They have been able to be a blessing to people. And how many times have we said here on BCP Live, we want to talk about the positive? That is the positive. Those are the positive things. And they have a lot. They still have needs. Facebook post went out today. They needed gallons of water. So they needed water. They need candles. I know it's a little bit late now to take those things by, but there are some things they need, and blankets. And they said they were getting a lot of like small fleece blankets, which are cool. And they didn't want to downplay any of that. And I want to make sure that I'm expressing their heart when they were talking with me about this today, that the little blankets are good and that's nice. But I mean, I think everyone recognizes it is, well, just let's look here really quickly and see what the app says. As of right now, 10 degrees. Feels like -2. Okay. So if you're going to give a blanket, give a big old heavy blanket, and it will make a difference. And it will not go to waste too, because if there are any left over, I mean, they're going to be given to people who need them throughout. So this is a big deal. Families Feeding Families, Tisha Burkhalter and her group has been out there as well. So folks are getting fed. Folks are getting blessed. It just, that's what we need to be doing as a community. And so that's what I want to promote to you and hopefully get to be a blessing to you also. And that was one of the things I wanted to mention tonight as well, is I hope everyone's staying warm too, even where you are. We've had some pipes. We've had some pipe issues. You'd think in a house with a name McWilliams that we'd have some bagpipes. There is a McWilliams bagpipe brand, just so you know. But no, we've had some pipe issues too. It's just part of it. So, but we're doing all right. We have had heat. All of us are taken care of. We praise God for that. So very, very thankful for the things that we have, Susan. Yes. Scott Harper, Victory Life, Families Feeding Families. Yes, Susan, no doubt. And shout out to one of my McWilliamses who is not here in Durant right now, the only one of my 5, who is staying in a hotel tonight because she's had many more pipe issues than we have up in Oklahoma City. My daughter, who, by the way, I don't know if I've had a chance to talk to you, Jenna Page is engaged. So congratulations to her. And she has been staying in a house in Oklahoma City that one after another pipes have frozen and frozen and frozen and frozen. And tonight and last night, she's staying in a hotel. So I'm happy for her. And going to be moving soon. But that's a story for another time, I guess. Anyway. All right. Speaking of kids and grandkids, here is a birth announcement. If you all know Jenny Fox, some of you know her as Jenny Fox. I've known her as Jenny Smith. She went to Calera High School, graduated in 1989 from Calera High School, and she went to Southeastern. That is cool, Jamie. That is cool, because that's where I'm headed with this stuff too. She went to Southeastern, one of my very, very best friends in the world. I am so thankful for Jenny, and she had her first grandbaby this, let's see, it was February 5th, so 11 days ago. Owen Garrett Fox, as Jenny's married name now is Hale, by the way, too. It's just so. But Owen Garrett Fox was born on February 5th. So a shout out to Jenny and grandbaby born Jamie. New grandbaby born this evening at 8. My goodness. I mean, boy, this is hot off the presses. This is less than an hour ago. So, wow. Jamie, do we have a name? Okay, give us a name. Don't keep us waiting. Give us a name. New grandbaby born this evening at 8:15. You heard it first here on BCP Live. No doubt. No doubt. You heard it right here first. So thank you for that. Yeah, Jamie, we need a name. Mike, we do have so many good people in Durant, and that is so cool. Of course, Uyi, yes. Kenny Gardner, Don Crum, Letitia Burkhalter, talking about, I mean, we've talked about some of the folks and what's going on at Browns. Definitely lots more going on. Boots on the ground, they just kick butt and take names. Can I say that? Was that too? That wasn't bad. I can say that, right? You're not going to hear me say things that are graphic. So it's just, that's about as graphic as it gets, I guess. Anyway, but Kenny and the Boots on the Ground folks, man, they flat out kick butt and take names, and they get people blessed and taken care of. So shout out to them, to Dawn. Uyi has, they've done a great job too. All right, Jamie. Miles Rex Henderson. Oh, I'm digging that. That is cool. That is really cool. Miles Rex Henderson. Jamie and Robert, congratulations. That is just what a blessing. That is incredibly cool. Having grandkids now, it's a little different. And, you know, with 3 kids still in the house, we still have 3 in the house. So people still are telling me the grand girl is now 3.5. The grand boy is a little more than a year old. And people are saying, well, blah, blah, blah. I mean, aren't these grandkids, aren't they much better than having kids? I still have kids in the house. So no, I'm still digging the kids in the house. I love my grandkids though. They are very special. And I love, excuse me. And I do have a cough drop now, and I have one more. I'm trying not to go too long tonight, but I have one more. So if the whole thing falls apart, then you'll know. But yes, grandkids are amazingly cool. And I love to hear the grand girl say, "Granddaddy." She said, "I love you, Granddaddy," and it's the most precious thing. So shout out, of course, to Don Hyde and Mike. Yes, Mike saying donate to Boots on the Ground. You can do that. You can find a way to do it on Facebook too. So I realize the snow's still coming down. I'm looking around, I can see it right now. I have some windows over there, but the blinds are down and the lights are in my eyes right now anyway, so I couldn't see it. But the snow's still coming down. There should be an opportunity tomorrow to donate to a lot of places. Some of these things you can do online, and you can donate to Boots on the Ground online. You can do that through Facebook too. Am I right, Mike? I think I'm right on that. I know that there are Facebook places you can donate to Kenny and to Boots on the Ground. So feel free, by the way, Mike, if you want to put something in the comments as the place to do that. I think that's a worthy organization, so we can definitely do that. All right, a couple more. I wanted to give a shout out to all the farmers and ranchers, because this is a brutal time of year. People like Robert and Jamie Miller, who are out there taking care of animals day in and day out. It doesn't matter if it's negative, whatever. This morning, I think it was this morning, my app said -6. I know the last 3 mornings that I've gone out and I've got an animal outside and taken care of him, gone out, you break up the ice and you do those things. And I realize I'm not even taking care of all the people that our ranchers are. But negative degrees outside, and then the wind chill is negative ridiculous. Yeah. Man, these people are doing a lot, and we need to definitely give a shout out to all of our farmers, all of our ranchers. We have somebody recently. Well, hey, Dottie. Glad you could make it tonight. It's nice to see you. Landon Justice. Landon Justice recently was elected to a seat with the American Farmers and Ranchers Association, the Oklahoma Farm Union. I think I said that right. Oklahoma Farmers Union. So shout out to Landon Justice, one of our local Bryan County guys. I think that's a big deal. So he's holding some state office now within the American Farmers and Ranchers Association. So shout out to Landon Justice, but to all of our farmers and all of our ranchers. These guys do so much, and they're great people. And we definitely need to keep them in mind always during this. Brent Gordon. Hey, sir. Hey, it's nice to see your name come up too. So God bless you tonight. Thank you all very much. We do need to, can I pause for a moment? Shameless self-promotion for the show. Tonight's just flying solo night, and it was one of those things. I wanted to go last night. This is just 60-second commercial spot right here. Wanted to go last night. Was really concerned about whether or not we would have power. There was so much talk with the level 3 and the level 2 and the blah 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 and the Southwest Power Pool and the you name it. Would we have power? Would we have gas? Would we have whatever? I mean, I know some people have gas anyway, whether or not that's beside the point. That would we have power? Okay. I wasn't sure. I felt a little more comfortable going on tonight, but we are going to be having our conversations with live people in the community again. That's a big part of it too. So keep that in mind. I definitely want to hear from you. I enjoy talking. Oh, dear Lord, I love to talk. Just ask Mrs. Patriot. But it's not all about me. It's about our community. It's about our town. So we want to do that. Tractors having a hard time starting because the fuel is frozen. See, that's where, negative ridiculous gets to kick in. And I've started the car a couple of times. Haven't done much, but I've started the car a couple of times. We are winding up, by the way. Some of you all haven't seen or heard from me or Mrs. Patriot in a while because we've kept to ourselves in quarantine. So, but that time is done. We are done, and we're feeling well, by the way, too. Just so you know. So she had a little rougher time than I did, but we're doing well and stayed away from everybody and kind of isolated, but we're all right. So praise God for that. Yeah, that's tough to do when the fuel is frozen. That's when the weather is ridiculous for Oklahoma and Texas. I don't know. All right. Jamie Miller getting a shout out there from Susan. So check the comment section, Jamie. Hey, how are you? Zim, good to see you. Love the community. Blessed to be a part of it. We are blessed that you are a part of it, sir. We are very much blessed that you are a part of it, and we're very thankful for you. So I appreciate you as well. In the meantime, a couple more things. We'll hit sports in just a second because sports. But I can't anymore say, well, not 50 yet. In the meantime, in the whole start to our year and everything, I tried to quietly push on through 50. And so, yes, the big 5-0 did happen in our house twice now since we've been in this new house. And we're thankful. So my goal for this year is I'm just going to make 50 look good. And have fun with that in the comment section. Anyway, I'm going to make 50 look good. I don't know. I had a picture come up on Facebook a couple of hours ago, and it was me broadcasting, and it said it was from 6 years ago. 6 years ago, okay? And I looked real closely, and I don't know how how HD your monitor is. And by the way, I don't need to be on a super HD monitor. That never needs to happen. But there were some little laugh lines over here on this picture, and I thought, man, that was 6 years ago, and I had those things then. I didn't realize. So I don't know. It is what it is. That's all right. I'm fine with it. I did shave today before I came on the program because there you could have actually seen a little gray in the beard. Just saying. Just saying. But I'm going to make 50 look good. So there we go. All right. Schools out tomorrow. Bryan County pretty much is out tomorrow. The three little ones still at the house. The three little Patriots that live here got word today that true snow days for Durant ISD. So no distance learning tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday. They're actual snow days. And to my knowledge, and I've checked all the other county schools, so somebody help me out on this if I'm missing one. Ashley is out. So let me check there. But yes, Ashley is out until they're out through the rest of the week. Ashley is out through the rest of the week. Caddo is out through Thursday. Bennington is out through the rest of the week. Durant's out through the rest of the week. Rock Creek is out through the rest of the week. I just found that out a little bit ago. Silo is out through Thursday. The ones I don't have, though, are Calera and Colbert. Does anyone know anything about Calera or Colbert? I don't know about those two. Everything else in the county is out for tomorrow for sure, Thursday for sure. So let me know if I'm missing one there, Calera or Colbert, because I'd love to be able to make that call, especially by tomorrow morning. So there is that. All right, let's put one more thing on the screen, if I can here. All right, can you see that? Hope you can see that really quickly. Let's talk about this. We do have updated playoff dates. So for Bryan County sports, here we go. Bryan County sports, the OSSAA has already made the changes. So if you were Crystal says Colbert is out. Okay, thank you very much. I could not find that anywhere, so thank you very much. So I would imagine Calera's out, but I don't want to say they are and they're not. So if someone helps me with that, that would be great. Everything else in the county is listed as being out. All right, so let's look at this really quickly. The OSSAA has already made changes. So the games that were going to be played this week in the playoffs in regionals and district from 4A, 3A, 2A, A, and B, which includes Bryan County schools, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday games have been moved to Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. So on the screen right now, you can see that Caddo is going to be playing the regional winners bracket girls and boys at Central Marlowe on Saturday. Rock Creek, girls in the consolation bracket at Rattan, boys in the winners bracket at Rattan, and that's on Saturday. Actually, boys in the consolation bracket at Varnum, and that is on Saturday. It's an afternoon game. Calera and Colbert. District, they're playing each other. These games are at Calera, 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Monday. It is a Monday Calera and Colbert game. Monday, Calera and Colbert game. And Silo, 2A district, Silo hosting Walters, 6 and 8 p.m. girls and boys. That is a Tuesday district game. Okay. So just in case you were curious about those things, that is how that is going. So Caddo's girls are racking up. Yeah, they are. Caddo's girls are good. They're just good. And so that should be a fun one to watch. Again, Caddo playing on Saturday in the regionals, winners bracket, girls and boys. Still don't know anything about Calera. If somebody lets me know before I go off the air here in just a moment, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you for everyone for hanging on with me for 20 minutes tonight, especially with no guest. You gave me an opportunity to get to share with you, and I'm very, very thankful. I love and appreciate you all. As it's been said, I love the community. I'm very thankful for all of you, and I just wanted to give a shout out to you guys tonight and say we're blessed. We have a lot to be thankful for. There are folks who are providing help for our community, and I just get to talk about it. I mean, I get to help out in some ways, but people like a Don Hyde or like a Serena Backus or like, Zim, like the folks that are doing so much. You have my respect, and I want to promote you as much as absolutely possible. So shout out to you all. Jason and the Shamrock emojis are back. So if you haven't stopped by and seen, I haven't seen Jason in a while. Shamrock Bank, man, we got to get through this pandemic. And somebody for the OSSAA today said, hey, listen, we're doing everything we can to try to plan this out. Between the pandemic and Siberia, we're doing everything we can. So they are doing everything they can. All right. Did I hit everything? I think I hit all the things on the list tonight. Jamie, congratulations to you and to your family. Let me pull that back down again. I'll make sure I say that right one more time. Miles Rex Henderson. That is so cool. I think that is such a great name. Shout out to Miles Rex and to his family. Shout out to Owen Garrett Fox and to his family. And shout out to you. You guys are cool. I just speak a blessing over you tonight, and that your electricity stays on, and that your gas stays on, and that you are warm tonight, and that you are taken care of in all the things that you do, that you and your family, that you're all blessed. And I want you, again, to make it through the night. There have been a couple of nights where, honestly, we got, instead of spread out all over the house, because we have heaters in different places throughout the house, it's kind of tough to keep everything warm. I mean, again, when it's negative degrees, when it's, and negative ridiculous chill factor. So it was one of those nights, maybe you've had those nights where you just pull people together and you sleep in a couple of places and get everybody in close. Those are the fun nights. They're the nights you'll remember, but stay warm and enjoy the time. Enjoy time as a family. too. This is another one of those opportunities that, maybe it slows everybody down just long enough where you can hug somebody and keep them warm. And that's just a big part of it. So Soul to Soul Shoe Ministry has warm shoes. If anyone needs them, contact Jamie about that. So, and I'm sure you can do that on Facebook. Most of the comments tonight coming through Facebook. We're also actually live on YouTube as well. And the Midwest Sports Net YouTube channel is growing. So I encourage you, please give us a subscribe there if you haven't already to the Midwest Sports Net YouTube channel. That would be really cool. Michelle, that's nice to see your name come up there. Miss seeing. Well, you know what? I always enjoy seeing your smiling face come up. I got the little graphic that comes up there on the screen with you. So thank you very much for saying something tonight. Blessing boxes always need filling, Dottie. And she is right. Message Dottie for locations. We had, Dottie, we had an article about that too, didn't we? If we haven't had one in a while, we need to do that again. So definitely do that. Matt Hunt, man, it's nice to see your name come up there. God bless you, sir. You guys do a great job. You're another one of those people and locations and businesses that I have a ton of respect for. So Matt, man, it's good to see your name coming up there too. Hope you are doing well. All of you are doing well. And let's see, 9 boxes now. Dottie says 9 boxes now. Susan said she can have a blessing box at her shop too. So, all right. Is that it? Did I get everybody in there tonight? So you know what we need to do? We need to wrap it up right. We need to wrap it up the proper way. So be wise. Be wise. There's so much going on. We have so much happening right now. There's so much that you're hearing, and there's so much out there right now that's just honestly, there's a lot of things that are being said that just aren't true, and it's tough to keep up with all of it. And so we just need to be wise. Get through all of the stuff. Know that not everything you're hearing all the time, unfortunately, not everything you're hearing all the time is true, which drives me nuts because I'm a very trusting person. It's just who I am. It's just the way I was brought up. Some people would say naive. So be it. But I'm a very trusting person, but we need to be wise. So be wise in everything that you do. And if you lack wisdom, the Bible says God can give and will give you wisdom. All you have to do is ask. All right. Number 2, walk in love. That is probably one of the biggest things. And I think it is, I saw this today. One of the biggest signs of not only maturity, but spiritual maturity. Okay. I'm going to pause there for just a second. Matt, Dottie emailed me and he gave his email address there. So Dottie, man, you got some folks that are ready to help out too. Matt and Susan, definitely ready to help out. So I want to push for that too. All right. Now, we were saying, number 1, be wise. Number 2, walk in love. Love is a sign of maturity. Do you realize that? I mean, there's so many other ways where we talk about, well, grow up or how mature are you? When you're walking in love, there is something to that it can't be poo-pooed out of the way. It can't be shoved aside. Walking in love is a sign of maturity. And so I want to encourage you. And I know that the people who listen to the BCP Live are mature folks. And so that's not an old joke. It's a maturity thing. All right. And finally, third, do not walk in fear. No matter what goes on around you, do not walk in fear. Be wise, walk in love, and do not walk in fear. Well, hopefully we've made some cool contacts tonight. Matt and Susan getting in touch with Dottie. So you guys can be a blessing. Lots going on. Don't forget. One more cough drop. I'm not going to need it. Don't forget, pretty much the entire county out tomorrow. I'm not going to say Calera is. Somebody look that up, but everyone else is out for tomorrow and Wednesday. Stay warm. We are done with quarantine in our house, so who knows? You may actually see me around town if I get out and drive around tomorrow. I may just do that. I don't know. God bless you all. I appreciate you all very much. Speak blessing over you guys tonight. You are fantastic people. And I am so grateful to get to spend tonight with you. So you guys have a good night. Stay warm and watch the snow come down for one more night and enjoy what we can. Have a good night.